Shut up over there, man.
Marseille Martin looks. I feel about her how I feel about my own kids.
How she's growing up
Stop.
so fast.
Stop.
She looked like a grown woman
Be
almost.
little.
She's done with that.
I want her to be little.
She's like, no, you see me. I know.
Beyonce didn't send me no Ivy Park.
I know. I think
I don't think she did a big influencer run this time.
I think because you moved. She sent an actual. No, she sent a backdrop.
She did.
For people to take their picture in front of. Then yes, not just the clothes.
That's funny.
But a backdrop.
She really sent a Steph Murphy. And people were like, perfect.
It's just what I needed in my walkway. Alright, I sent it.
Look at the link.
Look at the link.
Looking for you. Look at the link.
Oh my God.
What?
That was quick.
What happened?
I just registered the subscription box with its federal EIN number.
Nice.
Okay. That was quick.
Come on, EIN.
Mama Likes LLC. What? Here we are. Okay. Because I needed that to be able to get something else.
Sent you the link.
My assistant said, are you and Kev okay? Are y'all going to be doing the bonus episode?
Something happened. They're probably up in arms at work.
I'm up in arms. We're very rarely late though. But man,
Well, this is a legitimate reason.
that audition, bro. What y'all want from me? Want me ballers, shot callers, brawlers? Want me to be in the dance brawlers?
Oh, what did you do? Did you email it?
Mm-hmm.
I signed up for this one girl's Patreon. She got. Wait, why Jonathan making PR?
Man, what a good episode today, man.
What?
Here's the thing. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was incredible.
Oh.
I just thought, I mean, we killed it. I don't think we've had an episode that good ever. Right? Right, Josh, you got it?
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Why am I?
Stage Crew versus Angel Wings karaoke battle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When you
snap.
set that up?
I did not set that up. Your admins and my admins did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice. We should beat each other up.
I plan on coming in there for at least one song. And oh,
Guys, I'm sorry we were late. I had an audition from 11 till 5 minutes ago.
Use the mic.
Had me in the waiting room. And that's why I was tweeting while I was in the waiting room. Somebody was like, oh, you got time to tweet, but you ain't in the bonus episode. We'll be running 12:15.
Hilarious.
It was supposed to be from 11 to 12, but
they
were just like, shut up, though. It's going to be from 11 until we're done.
Yes, like
That's how it be. They throw the time on you calendar. It's now. It's tomorrow in 3 seconds.
And you could even leave a buffer, but it's still going to go past the buffer.
It didn't start on time. It didn't end on time.
They do not care, okay? That is what I learned early on. So sometimes I don't be caring. You know, I'll be like, well, let's just keep the same energy. But then
You really be that? You can do that? You don't be scared that they're going to be like, oh, she late. Who she thinks she is?
I don't. Sometimes I'm like, they might be like, okay, we'll have to reschedule. And I'll be like, okay.
Really?
Yeah, or they'll be like, just have her tape and send in a tape.
Oh, I don't be having that many auditions.
Now, but you were at a little bit of a different level. Now, when I'm at, like, by that time in the process of auditioning, no. Then I'm early, 30 minutes early. You're close to writing the check. I'm here. On time. That changes.
If I book this, don't at me. Don't at me at all.
This is if I book this don't at me type of job for you, you feel like? I was about to say.
I don't know, man. I don't know if these jobs pay. I've never been offered anything like this, so I can't imagine it's that much.
Mm-hmm. It's probably some. Actually,
I can't think it's that much.
It's not network. I was going to say the net. Well, it's a streaming.
No. I mean, it's not network like ABC, NBC, CBS.
Oh,
those are the big checks.
Angel's like, oh, okay.
I really don't know.
But you know what? Your name garners you more money, so they're gonna come to the table with more money.
They better.
But
My name's Kevin.
But it's not what. It's not like.
No, I've already accepted that part of my life.
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I mean, at this, they should have already told you.
I need to be offer only if you're being serious about it.
That is actually the honest to God truth for something like what you just auditioned for. Offer only. There should be no reason why.
Why am I even here, guys?
How many of these have you done already?
This is probably like the fourth or fifth one for this particular project.
But if this is the last one, contract should have already been in.
Yeah, we definitely did that.
Yeah, see, they
this was a chem test, not chemistry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean chemistry, but not like.
I was about to say it is.
I was like,
Not
no,
carbon,
it's actually
but-
exactly what it stands for.
But yeah, this time you should have already known. That way, nobody's wasting people's time. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like, this ain't enough. Yes, y'all. Vote. I have on a little voting pen.
We're about to vote today.
Y'all
so we
can't see that.
I don't know. Here's my problematic issue with mail-in ballots.
Let's hear it, Josh.
I don't know when to wear the sticker.
After you drop it in the box. What's in the box?
I've had it. I don't know. I feel like I should wear it around closer to the election.
Why?
I don't know.
On Tuesday?
You can do it whenever you want to.
I have it. I cut it out and I actually just I taped it to one of my shirts. So I didn't want to use the actual sticker part
The actual
yet.
sticker. I can't wait. I have a.
Oh, what's that? Hold on,
I know. I looked so bad on Tuesday that I said I'm gonna.
Did you look bad?
I came in and I told y'all what I looked
You
like.
said that, but
That was funny.
Bad.
Yeah, I looked like Angel's into something else. So I decided, you know what? Let me get myself looking together. I'm not voting until the day of, and I have a shirt that I'm going to wear.
Why?
I like voting in person.
Oh, really?
I prefer.
I normally do.
I didn't vote in person ever.
I mean, I'm going to be definitely sanitized up, gloves, mask. Face
I vote
guard.
absentee, kiss. Are you voting before you come here or right after this?
I don't trust what the lines will be like, so I'm going to wait until after since we shoot so early now on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's coming with me. Both verting in person.
My name is not Kevon.
People think your name Kevon.
That's because that Doug Williams interview on Comedy Hype, he said Kevon like 1,000 times, and now everybody thinks it's so funny.
Wait a second. Kevin is so much more common and easier to think of.
But it's because Kevin on stage, so he thought it was Kevon.
That'd be like if they
He
were
said
like
like-
Joshua. It'd be like, oh, okay, guys. It's so much easier just to say Josh or
Man.
Joshua. That's crazy.
I've never met a Josh Way.
Well, if you have a little baby, you can take it.
Look at the coons. All right. Are you ready, kids?
You know, I never know, but I'm going to be ready.
Aye,
Go.
Captain.
Let's do this.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another bonus
Welcome
episode of
to
Here's the
one
Thing.
other
I'm Kev on stage.
bonus.
She's
That chick Angel.
Make sure to smash that like button, like notification gang,
Like this, please.
smash that comment
Please,
section,
we
like it, like. We got another
Banger,
bonus episode
banger.
coming right at your clip.
Banger.
Because it's the clit for me.
It should be. If
That's
you
it.
want a happy woman, oh,
the
is that the clit
clit
at your face?
For the clit's more like this.
Is-
It's got the hood. and then
It
you
be
like-
dressed.
you take the hoodie off and you say, hello.
It's her bonnet.
Don't
She be
scratch
like,
it.
don't touch my bonnet.
Softly with the
Yeah, I was about to say, why are you
Yeah, there's
scratching
a lot of
it?
nail use
Hello,
there, Kev. I don't think that's...
You remember me?
It's me.
It is your
I can't, but Melissa was out here boating these streets.
Oh, man.
She was like, we doing a whole podcast about it. Feel how you feel. But y'all
Yes.
not finna put me back in bondage. Y'all don't understand. Y'all only saw the comments. I was at home experiencing full lists.
Oh, good.
She went live in her boo hive. When I came back from my hike, she was rewatching her live to get her points together. She's feeling spicy.
Good. I like a spicy list.
she 10-piece spicy right now, and you don't got no 10-minute wait. The 10-piece spicy was ready.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk up into Popeyes, the 10-piece spicy was ready.
I love it. I love it.
Listen, the crazy thing is, if you don't know her, right?
Somebody said play with yourself, not Liz. Sorry, keep
Liz,
going.
the woman I married, right? And the woman who wears a "It's the Clit for Me" shirt to the dentist, because the video y'all saw was later in the day. When we were leaving, I was like, "Oh," she was like, "Yep."
You see it.
Oh, well, okay. I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
love
there's
it.
benefits to being the husband of a woman that is feeling so much more sexually unashamed, knowledgeable. There's got to be a lot of benefits to that.
It's so good. And for me, even outside of the bedroom stuff, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I want to have the full discussion with her.
Yeah.
Her owning herself and being like, and if you don't like it, bye.
So
Like,
great.
because the way we were raised, especially related to church stuff, it was like, well, you don't want to offend the body. And then she was like, bruh, I've been there. I was there for 30 some odd years. If you want to be stuck there, you can. Take it to the Lord in prayer.
Yeah.
But don't at me. And I was like, yes.
There's some freedom in there.
Big boom
Big
energy.
boom, boom. And if you've been watching the content a lot, you wouldn't be surprised. But if you haven't and you see that, you're like, oh, somebody was like, the clit is porn. I was like, you don't even know your own body. It was a woman. Bless your heart.
Of course, most of the time when it comes to stuff like that, it usually is women more so than men. Men be like, well, what? Is it? Huh? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
This dude said, I didn't know that's what it looked like.
No, I was even like, golly, is that what it's supposed to be?
Like
So
a
many.
pterodactyl.
It was so many pieces to
Making
it.
noises.
I was like, God, collect them all. It was like
It had the hook over, then it had the inner wings, then it had the outer.
it was a lot of things happening.
The
It
outer
looked
wings are
the
like,
thing
what
from
is that, a
Stranger
wishbone?
Things. It had like a wishbone with a little extra.
It did. That's exactly
It
what
like
it,
you get inner
It's just
wishbone
the,
and
it's just
get
the
two
protruding
wishes.
part.
with
It's
the
just,
it was a lot. It was a lot.
it was West Side Connection.
It was so.
like
I was like, I don't know how anybody could be
Well, you
offended
gotta
because
you
was.
seeing it without the lips. You know, that was like the X-ray.
Yes.
You know, the lips they be, they come over here. And
That's
They're
how
like-
I
they're
don't
like the
even know how
blanket.
the shirt could be offensive because most people don't even know what they're looking at.
they don't even know what they're looking at.
Yeah. So, anywho.
So anyway, first things first. I want to do an aside to our. It's so funny, Kim Kardashian.
No.
Bless her heart. We gave her 10, 12 good minutes.
Yeah, we did.
You know what, Kim? Maybe we were wrong
Right,
about you.
you're a human. You've experienced so much, such a strong wife out here, prison reform. And then she's like, and then I'm going to take a crap on all you hoes and go on vacation with my friends.
The
And
moment we left here, Angel,
said-
literally the moment we walked out, she was trending
yeah.
because she went to a private island.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She went on Twitter to be like, basically the long and short of it is she was like, COVID has taught us so much and we quarantined for 2 weeks and then we went and balled out because we're rich and we
Yeah.
rented an entire private island.
Yeah.
And we flew 88 people private, so it wasn't like a little, what is it, G5 that you
Yeah.
guys do? I don't know. So anyway, and I know this is like insensitive to the poors, but I don't identify as broke.
Yeah.
So
I don't even speak that language. What are you all saying
went
out there?
and we were just rich for a weekend, and it just reminded us how rich we are. And I'm sorry that you're poor. And Twitter
They lost it.
lit her ablaze.
Because it was just like, man, she's like, I'm so humbled and I feel so blessed. I was like, humble doesn't come to mind when I look at these pictures of you giving sexy eye. And not only that, she was like, we quarantined for like 2 weeks. So you have rich friends if they could take off for 2 weeks
Listen.
for your birthday. Like, where are the kids? Like, I understand that she gets to spend her wealth however she wants to.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like tone deaf to the room. It's like
Here's my thought on that, Angel. I'm going to go the different way with that. I don't think she's tone deaf. I think she can't afford to not flex. Like, so much of their brand is built on wealth. And look at our life and our lifestyle. So obviously Kim could have went there and no one would have ever known.
yeah.
Right?
They were there for a week and nobody knew. Everybody found out literally, I think the day after they got back. Like they literally, like Kev said, they could have literally been out there, been back, nothing. If they didn't post their own photos, they wouldn't have had people wouldn't have had photos to share of them.
So that's why I think it wasn't a gauge the room thing. Like,
What happened?
I just stepped on a thumbtack.
Oh no.
It wasn't it was a gauge the room thing. right? But I think she did it on purpose.
Okay. Then I can understand
Yeah.
that. If she did it fully on purpose, which she could have, because there are different ways that she could have captioned it for it not to be. The caption is what really sealed the deal.
Yeah, trying to make it seem like she is like taking all this care and stuff.
Yes, because she's not the first celebrity to do a lavish party. Now, I mean, hers was on a different level, but if we look at what's that big booty child, Cardi B. If we look at Cardi B in Vegas, she had an extremely lavish party with a bunch of people. So it's not as if we are not used to seeing this, of celebrities deciding, F COVID, I'm a party.
Celebrities and regular people.
And regular people. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. So that's not the issue, I don't think. It's the tone in which she's trying to play these photos that is just like, it seems disingenuous. It seems insincere. It's just like, I understand you feeling blessed. I would feel blessed too if I had that much money.
I think that's the thing. I think people just don't like her. So if somebody else did the same thing as her, like Cardi, if she was just like, we went to this island, balled out, it'd be like, Cardi, she's so crazy. But because people genuinely don't like the Kardashians, it's another reason to just be like, you know what? I hate you, by the way. And here's the truth. And then you guys may disagree with this. I would venture to say, not everybody, but a lot of people who are upset, if they could switch positions with the Kardashians and could take a private plane to an island with their close friends and family, they would do it in a heartbeat. They might not post a picture.
That's the part.
But they would, and they might. I've seen a lot more people going overseas to Tulum, Jamaica, taking all kinds of pictures.
I'm telling you, it's the caption. It's not the actual action. It's the caption, I think. It's the caption of, I understand what COVID has done. And that's why I feel so blessed. And so people are like, no, don't try to humanize yourself in this moment. Just flex on us poor people. Yes, just be like, yup, we because I'm rich, I was able to do this and I had a blast.
Had a great time.
Hopefully you can live through these
because,
photos.
I was talking about kind of gauging the sentiment on Twitter, and most people were like, shoot, man, if I had that one, I sure would win. Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm tired of being at home.
Absolutely. I don't think people were upset about the actual her doing it because, like I said, we've seen enough people do it already.
Yes.
She ain't the first to do it.
That's what I want to ask you. We live in a city that's moderately open, right? You can eat dinner outside. You can go to outside events under like 50 people outside. But other cities and states are wide open. Like I was talking to some friends in Texas, they were like, Texas is like, what COVID?
Right.
Like people don't be wearing masks. Yeah. They be eating indoors. There's countless videos of people in Atlanta at the club. Yeah. Like, so my thing is like, what's the protocol? Because if your state is open, right, and you're not like, you're not breaking the law, but you're not like going against the orders. You're wearing masks except for the time you go. Like, are we still mad at people when they're following their city or state's ordinances?
It's not about being mad. It's just all about it. There are certain things I feel as though I get why the country is at odds and there's things happening in different places because we have politicized this issue. However, I do kind of cock my head to the side like, if you are a person that believes at all that this is a real thing, why you won't take some necessary precautions just for yourself? Like, okay, you decide to eat at a restaurant, whether it be indoors or outdoors, but to go into a hot, sweaty party. Did I say that right? Did the words come out right?
Hot, sweaty party?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
the word was disingenuous. I think you said disingenuine, but it's fine. You did get hot, sweaty party right.
Okay. All right, Kev. Let's not play that game.
I just want you asked.
I just asked about that one.
Okay, well,
because I thought I might have switched the letters around.
Like hottie party.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what did I just say? Those are things where it's just like, okay, there are certain acts that are avoidable and not actually necessary. So I think in that it's just like, okay, so does it not exist to you? Do the dead people not exist?
I've seen a Trump supporter, Angel. She was at a 49ers game, or she was wearing a 49ers shirt. And the back of her shirt, she had written in marker, "My son died from COVID, and I'm still voting for Trump." I was like,
wow,
that's literally ride or die.
Yeah.
Like, literally ride or die.
No, that was ride and die. That was not an either or. Both happened. She's riding and the baby died. So because it's a situation of health, and apparently the powers that be aren't willing, like and on the federal level, to put a mandate that all the states have to follow. It's down to us doing what we feel is best for our families and trying to figure out like why certain people don't feel like certain actions are best for their families. So I don't know how long we'll be in this. Like I truly don't know, because for some people, COVID is not even a factor in their life. And for me, it is. I'm not as like staunch as I was at the beginning, but I'm still like
earlier in the summer.
I wasn't. Listen,
Angel
people,
was.
Don't you come see me? And still ain't nobody been to my house other than my braider.
Well, that's mandatory.
Yeah, listen, because
she's essential.
And
work.
she be braiding with the mask on.
Do she?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. I still.
You got a small baby though.
Right. I have a small baby. I have a 70-year-old mother, and I cannot ignore the fact that I know too many people whose parents have died. Like, you can't make that up. They are in the ground. So while I am not like as before, I still realize that like we're not out of the woods yet.
Isn't it like a spike right now?
Oh, it's worse than it was when it first started.
Yeah,
worse
France and Germany shut down for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're already going through the shutdown protocols that we're flying right through.
There's a lot of states are like, okay, me not to. It's very much higher now. I think the only thing we really have now that we didn't have in March is reliable testing that's everyone can get.
That makes I feel like that has made the huge difference in the way I've operated. Yeah. Because I'm like even with now getting the kids have a babysitter outside of my mom, but
you did? You went ahead and did it?
I went ahead and did it.
All right.
There's somebody there now. But that was something I was able to say. I need you to go get COVID tested.
Yep.
If they were able to get it, they can get their test results the next day, and then we're straight. Where before it was just like you had to be coughing up blood to be able to find out.
Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah,
movies haven't figured out anything else though, Angel.
I know.
The cough of blood is AIDS, cancer,
it's all of
the single
the
nostril
single
blood.
nosebleed, and the cough of blood.
Yeah. Now, if it come out your eye, you're dead.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You're dying in that moment. In that moment, you're dead. But the cough up blood or no blood out your nose, you got a week or so before everything goes wrong. But that has definitely helped. People being able to get tested. Now I can be like, oh, okay, we want to do this thing. We want to shoot something. I can be like, can everybody get tested? And then we can make this happen.
And that's Hollywood is back. I was driving somewhere and they had a whole block shut down. But now the crews obviously have masks. And, they. You shot something. You were getting tested every other day.
Every other day.
Every other day. I remember King Batch was saying he was getting tested every other day for something. Tim shot something. I get tested pretty regularly, just to be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Just to be cool.
I just be like, I never got STD tested, so I just be wanting to get tested and be
you don't be getting. You didn't. Every single pap smear, I was like, give me the workup, even if I had a celibate year. Let's just find out if something then flew up in here that I didn't know about. Yes. And also to take the stigma away from getting STD tested, I wanted to keep doing it regularly.
I don't think I had any stigma. I just I was never having I've never had unprotected sex with someone other than Melissa. And when I was summer of 99, I don't even think I knew where to go. I think in Washington, I knew about Planned Parenthood. By the way, feel how you feel about abortion rights. I've been to Planned Parenthood plenty of times.
Oh, so have I.
For friends going through pap smears testing, getting STD tested. Most people that I knew weren't getting abortions at Planned Parenthood. They were getting the checkup stuff. I got some condoms from there one time.
I was about to say you get free birth control from Planned Parenthood.
They had them in there like lollipops.
Oh, they're like, have fun with them.
I actually thought it was a lollipop, and I was like, condom.
See, but even with protected sex, as a woman, you can still, while it does reduce greatly your chances of getting an STD. If a condom ain't on during foreplay and there's any like fluids moving around, you can still get an STD. HPV is extremely contagious. There's so many that are
human
just
papilloma?
Yep. There's so many that by touch, because like human papilloma, that's what makes it so contagious. Is that it's just you just gotta have two pieces of skin go across each other.
So hunching.
If you're hunching naked, yeah. Absolutely.
Hunching naked. Now you done got the STD without the S.
Yeah, so I be like, get up in there. And it's so funny.
Don't say get up in there.
That's what I be telling my doctor. Get up in there. Come on. I be telling Marcus before my annual, I be like, I'm going in. Is there anything you need to tell me?
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. I be like, this. It's better to tell me on this end than on the other end. He be like, if you don't leave it, I'm like, listen, you can't say that I didn't try to at least give you a window of opportunity. But if I ever show up to a doctor's office, they tell me I got something that I didn't know about before I got up in there, I'm going to lose my everlasting mind.
I can't even imagine.
You know what? You asked me the last time, but you didn't ask yourself. It was about somebody hitting on Marcus. Yeah, you didn't ask yourself. You were like, if somebody hit on Marcus, what would you do? And I was like, I'm coming after the girl. You were like, but that's wasted energy. I was like, yeah, so what? What about if some guy just ripped was all about hollering at List 3.0?
It's the clit for me list?
It's the clit for me.
Not it's the clit for me.
What you doing, Kev?
Oh, man. I would waste the energy. It would absolutely waste the energy. I just as you started thinking about it, my toes kind of clenched up and my jaw, I was like, I would be upset. I can't think of my, like in theory, I would want to be rational, right? But in the moment, I feel like rationalness, logic,
It's all out.
Gone.
The fact that even in
Out
theory
the
you
window.
would want to be rational, there's nothing in me that says you should be rational.
Even in a moment of rationality, you're like, no, though.
No, why? Why? I deserve not to be rational. I deserve. Look at you.
I will be.
You just hear the
Oh, does it just?
Bubba Wallace, let me tell you what. You think about it with your little self.
Listen, I talk about how I did marked Marcus, but like you're way worse. Like you started your wife's Instagram account, and she literally is marked by you.
Miss Kevin, I started every social media account she has. Facebook. My
Same.
initial reason wasn't even that. It was just when I was on Facebook before any of my friends, and I had nobody to talk to. So I was like, bro, y'all gotta join, or it's not like I had no friends. So I started hers, Mel, Nick, Aunt Jay, and like 10 of my closest friends. I started their pages. And I was like, man, and be talking on there. And then and then when Twitter got started, I started that for her too. Instagram, I started for her too, and I just couldn't think of a name for her. Like everything I was trying, like Miss Kev on Stage wasn't the first name. I was trying Lissa,
Flo Millie.
No, not Flo Millie. I was listening to that today too, but nothing was available, and I was just like, I don't have time for this. I'm just putting Miss Kev on Stage. She'll change it later, and then she just never did. We had one person that was working for us that was trying to rebrand her as Melissa Fredericks, and me as Kevin Fredericks, and we were just like, nah. I'm Kevon Stage.
Kevon.
Somebody told me to get tested. Jay Phrygian told me to get tested because chlamydia can what now? Chlamydia can pass without nobody. Chlamydia out here can spread without sex. How chlamydia jumping up on people?
I'm telling you, a lot of these STDs.
How I can get chlamydia without sex?
It's just all about the past, and I think they mean sexual intercourse in particular. But like if you out here, being all about the clit,
Yeah, but that's one clip.
Right. They I think they understand that the likelihood that you would have an STD.
Well, that's what I'm not understanding. How can chlamydia get on you if you're washing your hands and you're not touching other raw clits?
No, they're saying in your past life when you were talking about
summer '99 chlamydia. That's statute of limitations.
I don't know if that's how diseases
That's
work.
statute of limitations. 12 years.
Oh my God.
That had expired in 20.
Oh, they said public toilets.
Public toilets.
Test is swab up the peen for chlamydia?
Swab up the peen. That's an out.
Ooh, Kev, somebody just said the Shade Room just posted they're going to be blocking hate comments and discrimination. I think they watched Here's the Thing.
I think they did too. They're probably lying. If I get one more, hey, Kevin, it's this person with this thing texting me, I'm going to lose my mind.
Are you talking about for the voting?
Yeah, it is the most leave me alone.
But also vote, everyone.
No, I'm already voting.
I know, Kev. I get mad too, and I just type those 4 letters. Stop.
Oh, do you? But it's a new number every time.
And every time they gonna get that stop.
Here's the PSA, and they turned the comments off on this post. I bet you it was that article and the general sentiment. The Shade Room was intended to be a place where we can gather and have a conversation. It's a fact that the roommates are the funniest comedians on earth. You all have the most creative, funny, and honest comments on the internet. We live for your comments. However, moving forward, there will be a change. Lately, we've seen really harsh and hateful comments. This has increased leading up to the election. We do not enjoy seeing homophobic, fat-shaming, racist, and downright hateful comments. These type of opinions are not welcome here. All caps. We believe that honest and powerful conversations change the world. Globe emoji. There is a way to be funny without being hateful. Moving forward, our moderators will be blocking and deleting any profiles, leaving comments that fall into these categories. We will be aggressive about this because we do not want to create that kind of environment here. We want to have brutally honest, productive, and fun comments. We believe this can happen without being hateful.
Yeah, all right.
For real.
They're going to have 4 comments.
Many people do not understand the power of having a destination where our community can meet and discuss our culture. It's extremely powerful, and we want to keep it that way. We love all our roommates, regardless of their differences. Thank you for understanding. Angie. Is that the leader of the Shade Room? What comments will be in the Shade Room?
I was going to say.
Right. I said they're going to have 4 comments.
That's like, it's like the World Star. It's like World Star comments.
Right? World Stars. I remember when I got pregnant with the twins and our reaction to being pregnant with the twins went viral. And World Star put it up there.
Oh, God.
And first I wrote them a good old cease.
Did you?
Yes, because one, they had just snatched the video.
Of course they did. They
and
don't
I was
care.
like, pimp juice, no.
Pimp juice.
Can't do it. And so I thought they would take it down. No, they embedded it so that it would go to my YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh, okay.
All out.
Oh, okay.
Well,
and then
I feel differently.
they actually changed the title because first it was Man Reacts to Finding Out He's Having Twins. And they changed the title to Husband Reacts. I was like, put some respect on my relationship. I mean, of course, still there were comments in there that they were just like, because it was the whole, because I did not allow them to just snatch just the portion. So it was the whole vlog. So I was at my friend Wendell's house and people were like, oh, she probably got pregnant by her friend Wendell.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What was the I see that thumbnail all the time, but I never watched it. What was the reason that it went viral?
My husband's a dang on idiot. That's why it went viral.
What did he do?
Well, first he did like any man. He was like, shut the F up, basically. Like, you got to be lying. So there was the no reaction at first because we could feel the money leaving our account. As soon as we found the up, we were like, oh, we're broke again.
2 kids at once?
Yes. And then it flipped to how wonderful of a person he is in his mind. He was like, it's because I have super sperm.
Hilarious.
So he started seeing super sperm, and I was like,
that's
no.
not how it works, though, is it?
No. Well, that's why I had to explain to him.
Okay.
I said, no. It actually has nothing to do with your sperm. Is that I had 2 eggs released. He was like
2 egg scramble.
He said it's because your eggs wanted me. That's why.
I don't know if that's
that is. Then he rationalized it that way. Yeah.
Your eggs wanted him so much they made 2 eggs?
They were like, let me get to this. That's
Wait,
what he
okay,
in
let's
his
go
mind.
back to anatomy, because I knew this at one time, but this has left me. How are twins made?
2 different ways.
Okay.
The way mine were made is that my ovaries released 2 eggs around the same time.
Okay.
That allowed those 2 eggs to be fertilized upon procreation.
But the same sperm?
2 different sperm
2 different sperm.
met up with 2 different eggs.
Oh, 2 sperm was like, man, I got this, you got that.
Yes, that's why my
That's
kids don't look alike.
Fraternal.
Yes, that's why
Okay.
my kids look like cousins. Kai and Sai don't look,
Right.
look alike. Or you could have 1 egg and 1 sperm meet up and be like, what's up? What's popping? Right?
I'm sure that's the exact conversation that happens in
Right
the
here.
body.
Like it's
What's
boom,
that?
boom, boom,
What's
boom,
up,
boom.
polygamy.
They were like, and then they be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and multiply this out. And then after they become one, they duplicate themselves.
It's like they're cutting dope.
So that's how, yeah, boom, cut and dough. So that's how you get, a lot of times you get.
And that's identicals?
That's how you get identicals. Usually the way you can see it in the womb at our early in gestation. So for me, we saw 2 different sacs with 2 different babies. What, are you a child?
You said sex.
Yeah, I tried so hard to be
like-
big.
I said he's a child. He's sacs, ball sacs, hacky sack balls, all of it. Or you'll see 2 embryos in 1 sac. Yeah, that's how That is how
I
twins.
can't even imagine having Zay Zay and then Melissa saying she was having twins. And because being where you guys were at that time, knowing how expensive 1 child was,
Already.
and then pregnant, god damn, I don't have 2. You're like, no, 3.
3? 1 to 3.
Because daycare is not like, oh, we're gonna give you a twins.
They ain't gonna give you no 2 for 1. That's how I knew. I said, well, they ain't never going to daycare, and they never did. They never went to daycare.
Daycare costs are astronomical.
Yes.
When I was paying, I was just like, we can't even live. We can't even live.
It's so much.
It was so. I was like, plus that's just the cost of that. Milk, diapers, wipes, formula, which is milk, clothes.
I truly feel like it's
Man.
supposed to be one of 2 things. I feel like either one parent is supposed to be a stay-at-home parent, or the grandparent needs to go ahead and dedicate their life to helping raise the child. That's
what's
the way it
crazy.
should be.
My dad was still working. My mom was disabled. My grandma was still working. There was no one to help us. That was like, please.
No, they needed to quit.
Please.
That's what it needs.
We only had a 2-bedroom house. There was nobody for them to even sleep.
Do you all made it work with 9 in a 3-bedroom?
9 and 3 bedrooms in El Paso.
Listen, y'all could have did it. But not to move the conversation on, but I do want to bring it up before we forget. Toby.
BET Awards happened.
BET
on
Hip Hop.
Tuesday. BET Hip Hop Awards. First, before we get to Toby, 85 South hosted it. Okay, I think they did a great job. I was so proud that they were hosting and so happy that a network was like seeing that these are the stars, right? It's not gonna have to be, Jesse Williams and Vivica Fox and Leela Rashawn all the time. Like 85 South, these guys are celebrities in their own right. There was so much more excitement around the Hip Hop Awards because they were hosting than I've seen when, like, if a rapper was hosting or a comedian, right? So that's first. Second, Tobe Chukwu, Dubem Wikwe.
You better say that name.
This man had the performance of a lifetime. First of all, the whole set design, okay, he FaceTimed me when they were building it. He's my friend. Showed me the vision. Hey, Tom.
Hey, the
Yeah,
vision.
It's a fat Tom.
Exactly.
You were just waiting.
I didn't have to wait. I knew it was coming. Like, it's no waiting. We know what it is.
He showed me the vision. The set design. And I'm glad. I like Try Jesus as a song. I think it's great. But I was happy he did Eat.
Oh, yeah.
Because first, I'm just getting excited thinking about it. He went out. Let's just watch it. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought Toby was amazing. I absolutely did. But as soon as Fat started, I was just like, go ahead and murder my soul.
She's so great.
Did you see she stayed in a squatted position and
know.
walked in flat feet? It's a lot easier in heels, actually.
Yeah.
Flat-footed, kept rapping, did not fall. I was just like,
No, she didn't fall.
I was just like, you know what? You know what, lady?
What?
I know everybody loves Toby, but I love you.
I love Fat. And Nell performed
With a baby on her lap. You know I'm here for that.
Baby in the oven. Baby's out now.
Yeah, but I'm saying, women, whose baby was she holding? That was their
I
baby?
think it was her baby. She had two.
Oh, okay,
That's
she has
probably
two.
EJ.
I was about to say, I was still loving that there was a baby in her lap.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going to watch it as a family. Oh, big tub! Sing, Jabari.
Please don't try me.
Getting flagged.
Because I found. Talk to him, boy. Oh, you say.
Man.
And he had the captions on here.
Yes, I saw that.
That's one part of the Bible. That just don't sit around with me. So try Jesus. Don't try me. Because I find I have no problem laying these hands.
Come on. Come on.
Good old
Come
country
on.
singing.
Woo! That run. Whew.
Oh,
Toby's a big
first time at the
dude.
BET.
He looks gigantic.
I eat beats, watch me dining, shining. I illuminate the rooms that I'm in. Timing, low-key ain't more crucial than alignment. That's why the flow is intertwined with both, and I'm defiling every beat I'm on, even though I know it's wrong. To treat rappers like a napkin after I piss on compose. Then I wipe us on the toilet, can't decipher if you know. Then my life is tied to giving hoodlums life despite the that the sights of mixed opponent give them pipe out of control.
I didn't know they bleeped that because I was so busy screaming.
Of our heritage. Rare kids like me who grew up savage, they got embarrassed when they went to their partner crib and seen they mattress had a bed frame. Shout out to those who told me Toby was a pet name. Toby Chukudu Ben Wigwe is my correct name. Praise God for follies of my colleagues that embody everything I overcame, blowing their ganji to suppress pain. But I was weak though, so on occasion purple haze would keep me warmer than a Pico. Debo shouldn't be what you portray when you placebo. But now my blow the cheat code, every bar is worth a kilo.
The live performance!
Come on, girl. Half bit. Step back.
Common knees would be blown out right there.
I would have. There've been a trail of piss. Hey. It's still down there. We created. Y'all they played it.
She's so tiny, too.
Yes. Open spaces. On a first name basis with Beyonce.
Yeah.
I'm about to be on a first name basis with Beyonce. You better. I'm about to be on a first name basis with Beyonce.
Don't go Kanye. Oh, to the bubble quangle out your head. That's what my mama say. Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, it's tragedy. Please don't try to take my life. That's a catastrophe. On my soul, ain't no in my
Anatomy.
And I put that on everything like Tony Sash.
Yeah.
No, Nell is still pregnant.
Nell is still pregnant on this.
Oh, even more.
Still pregnant in the performance.
That was so good.
Making beats and taking names. It is just a joy, Angel, Lakita Moore Tanksley, the actress, to watch your friend just walk in their destiny. I mean, I'm just like, man, y'all on the greatest stages doing what you do.
Man.
Not a jealous piece of my body. If you was on a movie, I'd be like, Angel, I don't watch it. You. The first time I saw you on Atypical, I looked like Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, I know her.
No, that's what I feel too about my friends. I be so happy. I be like, yes, do it.
Lord, do it.
That Toby performance reminds me what I loved about it, other than, of course, the women. I mean, God, I was just saying to Josh, you didn't hear it. There would have been so much piss behind me.
That's why I was laughing, Kev.
To walk that low and rap. I've been like, I can't.
Why would you just pee?
No, the muscles that she had to use. One of my muscles is gonna give out, and it's going to be my bladder muscles. It would have just been like, nope, I'm about to be on the first name basis with Beyonce, smelling like piss. That's what's about to happen. But other than the women just being so phenomenal, that reminds me of like, it spoke to the theater person in me. Mm-hmm. I love like really artistic stuff that doesn't have to necessarily be drawn from just regular everyday life. Like even just the fact that they have this very strong color, monochromatic color palette that they've stuck with. And then he made just a beautiful reference to our slain Lynch brothers and sisters that have happened in 2020 just on the bottom of his outfit. There was so many artistic elements that I just really appreciated, because you could tell it was intentional, even with them wearing masks.
He picks out the fabrics.
I can believe
Toby
it.
picks out every fabric that they wear. Like goes to the fabric store, designs the clothes, designs the set. Yeah. He does, of all his videos.
I can believe that.
He's like low-key super into like interior design and fabric. He like when he saw the house, he called and was like, what's Melissa, where'd she get that from? Okay, because I got some stuff coming from here. Okay, I see the vision. And I was like, you're a huge black man, strong guns punching. And you're like, but also I love a good Italian fabric, and houndstooth is my favorite.
Yeah, he could easily. I mean, I don't think it would sit as well. He could easily be one of these I'm just wearing Versace rappers, but I feel like this makes him stand out so much more. And for me, even though I like his music, if I didn't like his music, I would still like him as an artist, just because his artistry goes beyond his lyrics. It just
so good.
It's so good.
And he keeps his people around him. Great team. Nell makes all the beats. Black woman.
She's amazing at it.
She's amazing. Fat's amazing. Fat choreographs the dances. Once she started rapping, I was like, this is just getting better.
You better hold your goddamn on tongue. That little woman choreographs all the dance. She choreographed that dance for these people are on a different planet. Because the choreography was fire. I was paying attention to the people in the background.
You're a dancer.
Yeah, I used to. Now it's been a while.
Black Angel.
Is that what they're called?
His dancers are called the Black Angels.
That makes me like them even more. It makes me like them even more.
Speaking of rappers, your favorite rapper, Lil Wayne, Lil Tunechi.
Oh, man.
Endorsing Trump, taking a picture with Trump. Do you have thoughts, Angel?
Oh, so many. I don't care about Lil Wayne or his political views. And while I know that he's being used as a pawn, I hope that people who are voting aren't like, oh, well, Lil Wayne says he's cool. That's where I should go. I would hope that's not where people are taking their political advice from.
From Wayne?
Yeah, like.
First of all, he had a cardigan over a turtleneck.
He looked terrible.
He looked a hot, awful mess.
Oh, my God. You remember when we had the discussion about hitting on Jesus, and people were like, nah, because they said in the Bible that Jesus was not attractive. And I'm like, people be talking about they would want to smash Lil Wayne.
People,
and I know
think that's a
Jesus
power.
was not that ugly.
No, there's no way. God, even if he wanted him to look regular,
Because that's something he did some of that on his own. He did that to himself. That wasn't all. That was not all.
First of all, the locks gotta go.
This blonde on that man, him not. No. So like, while every person, and I adamantly truly believe this, every person has the right to decide how they want to vote and what they feel is the important issues and which candidate will best serve those issues. I feel sorry for anyone who sees this picture of Lil Wayne in the president and that becomes their deciding factor. I feel sorry for that person.
You think anybody's really like, man, I don't know which way to go. Wonder what little tune she's up to. I'm going with whatever Wayne says.
I hope not, but I feel like the posting of this picture and the tweeting it out is in the hopes that there are people like that.
I honestly, first of all, somebody said I will never take political advice from Lil Kunchi. That's great. I truly, really, honestly have a hard time believing there's that many undecideds out there. Like, I feel like before the debate, I feel like everybody on one side or the other, you already knew how you felt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you really think there's
white
a lot of
folk. I think there are white folk that are still definitely. I don't know. As far as in us, I don't know. I don't. Maybe there might be some extreme like black conservatives that are possibly still not knowing which way to go. I can believe that.
I have a hard time thinking that. And I just want to be clear. People keep thinking they always get on me in all deaf about me. You voting Republican because you out here getting rich. Let me tell you what. I'm black first. Okay. I honestly, I'm not even in the tax bracket y'all think I'm in to be like Joe Biden coming for me. But even if I were, bruh, you think I would be this in tune with my community, and then when it comes to voting, I'm gonna be like, well, the tax breaks over here, bruh. These people, we literally be dying at the hands of these policies. Now, however, I wish I knew where this quote was.
Yeah, go ahead and bring up the quote, and then I want to. Somebody asked specifically if we looked at the platinum plan.
I looked at it.
What were your thoughts?
Here's my thought. My first thought is this: the thing that Trump said he wanted to do more than anything was build that wall,
and he didn't do it.
The wall didn't even get done. That was a campaign promise, right?
Yeah.
If Trump didn't or couldn't get the wall done, and he didn't seem to go for like investing in black communities, the Platinum Plan's main tenets are, here's how we're going to infuse money directly into the black community, small businesses, and things like that. If he didn't make any mention of that until basically 3 months, or 2 or 3 months before the election, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that if reelected, the first thing he does is be like, let me actually go ahead and put this $500 million into the hands of minorities.
What if he does?
What do you mean?
What if he does?
What if he got reelected and then was like really like?
Yeah, what if he does?
I'll take it. I absolutely would take. Would I take the money if offered? Like a grant?
No. As far as I actually thought about this today. I was like, okay, because I knew this was going to be on the docket. And I know that's what most of us feel is just like, sir, this is smoke and mirrors. You're just saying this stuff to sway black people over here. And then I thought, but what if he does do this? Like, where then do we stand? Then what do we say?
So here's kind of how I would play it, right? My dad, some of the best advice he gave me, and this is kind of how I lived in my life. Everybody's trying to use you.
Right.
You got to get what you can out of them before they get what they can out of you. If Trump really did that and he said, hey, Kevon Stage Studios, we're going to give you a $5 million grant because you're a content creator, you doing this. I would absolutely take that money and reinvest it into my community, like of creators. I'd hire people, make content. Like, I would literally put that money to good use.
Yeah.
I would then not still be surprised if I were harmed by their other policies, right? So I'm not, like, even at All Def, like, I was aware that, well, I wasn't aware. I found out much later that essentially my counterpart before Meg, so this is not somebody y'all know, not somebody I've ever talked about, but I found out the white man who was the head of production to me prior to, or in our first iteration,
Say less.
was making like 3 times the money I was making.
I would fight him in the parking lot.
I was making, I think, $70,000 I was making at All Def. And this man was making like, okay, maybe it wasn't 3 times. It was 2. It was
That's
190,000 or something like that. And
Is how much he was making?
And I was making 70.
That's almost 3 times. You're missing just a couple of.
I'm 20 away.
It's about
The head of sales, Angel,
3.
who never sold one thing, and this is not an exaggeration. Josh can tell you, never closed one deal in almost 2 years. $380,000.
What?
I'm gonna be sick.
Who sat there and watched Premier League soccer and Champions League soccer all day. He was making $340,000 or $380,000. So now, watching this happen, I still learned a lot about digital media, production, how to do stuff. I still took my check and invested in my community, used my real job money, and then kept my stand-up money to build my business. So I was well aware that I was being played, right? But I was still able to use what I could to my benefit. And that's kind of how I'd approach it. I would be leery completely. And honestly, I don't think Trump is above doing something. Like, Trump wants so badly to be the best president for black people, to soothe his own ego.
That's what that's all I'm saying.
Reason. If it was like, I'm going to soothe my own ego, I'm really going to give this money to black people. Nothing Trump does surprise me. I wouldn't be surprised if he was really like, I'm really finna do this just so they can't say that. And I would be like,
that is the only reason why. This is not that I honestly think he's going to do it, because I know everybody's like, but he won't. Obviously, that's not the question of, do you think he will? Those are 2 different questions. Do you think he will or won't? I'm saying in an alternate universe, if he did, how do we then move forward as a black community? How do we use what they give us, but then also keep a watch on what else they're doing? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This is funny. This girl's name just popped up, right? This is actually funny. It's kind of on what we're talking about. There's this girl that I follow on Twitter. Nobody knows her. You'll never find her. She is a Black Lives Matter white girl. She was a huge fan. She is a Black Lives Matter supporter on Instagram. And she is MAGA on Twitter.
Really?
Wow. So she.
I saw her MAGA
spicy.
views. I was like seeing MAGA stuff, and I'm like, who am I following that is MAGA, right? Because you know when you retweet stuff, you don't see the person. Like, you have to look and see who retweeted. So I was seeing like Trump rhetoric and stuff. I'm like, bro, who am I following on this? Let me check my thing. See who's. Sometimes I follow people like that on purpose just to see what they're talking about.
Yeah,
but this was a lot. So I'm checking her Twitter. I'm like, oh, this girl done went MAGA. She's a white woman. I'm not really surprised. So then I go to her Instagram to unfollow her there. And she's like, if you don't believe Black Lives Matter, then don't follow me. So I was like, okay, hold on. I went back to Twitter. I was like, maybe I misspelled her name. On Twitter, if you support Biden, he's a racist Chinese spy. And then back to Instagram, defund the police. I'm like, who are you? Right. But I think people be having the multiple personalities. They have their personality that matches the theme of that app.
That's something else, bro.
That's so weird. I feel like, is she doing an experiment? Because that takes a lot of work.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah, that takes a whole lot of work to know who you are, where you are.
That's why I be keeping who I am consistent across platforms.
You can't say the wrong thing on the other app.
I'm saying. Maybe she takes a Trump tweet and puts it on on Instagram, and then forgets. Hold on, I really want to find this tweet because I want to know.
What's her name?
I'll text it to you.
I was trying to get y'all the juice. I'm so sorry.
They're trying to ask who it is?
No.
They won't know her.
No, but I was just going to say, is it somebody I know or no? Okay.
I need this tweet because it goes with it. I think it was No Name who did it, and if it ain't, then and all of a sudden, of course, she's tweeting like crazy. Here it is. This is an interesting thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Interesting quote.
Okay.
In 1956, I shall not go to the polls. I have not registered. I believe that democracy has so far disappeared in the United States that no 2 evils exist. There is but one evil party with 2 names, and it will be elected despite all I can do or say. W.E. Du Bois, why I won't vote. What are your thoughts on that?
I get it. It's not what I choose to do with it. I don't feel like either party has any vested interest in black people. As much as people get on blacks for being Republican, I'm like, it's the same across the board.
Right.
To be honest, I do think that there are. This is one of the first times I feel like in our history where we've really been met with somebody who has no regard really for anyone.
Trump, you mean?
Yes. Like before, I felt like you could truly feel who the winning team is, and while yes, the rich are kind of the winning team, I also think he would ditch them if it would make him richer.
Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it made him richer, he would ditch them as well.
Yeah.
While I will always choose to vote, even though I feel that way, I can understand why someone wouldn't. I honestly feel this two-party system will always be set up for the demise of the minority. Point blank in a period, because we aren't enough on our own, and just have it, and both parties are just using us as pawns.
Yeah, I feel like that a lot. Sometimes I be like, and I think I pronounce I never know if it's Dubois or Du Bois. Du Bois
is what they're
saying. It's
Du Bois.
I see people in the comments saying that. When I was in college, I was just like, I'm never gonna say it out loud. I'll be like, and WEB said, and then I'd be like,
you know the rest.
This guy gets it, huh?
Yeah.
I just was like the OIS. I want to say Dubois. Du Bois. Him and Booker T was going at it. Talented 10th.
Talented 10th.
We had me and my brother had so many failed companies. We had a company called Talented 10th. We were selling shirts, and nobody buys shirts. We had a company called Talented 10th. We took all these black people cool pictures, went up to New York City, and got us a whole bunch of shirts printed up. We're like, we was finna sell these, but then all the stuff was like postcard size, and the shirts were so big.
Oh no!
So we had all these
looking like little Teletubbies out there, man.
Had all these big white tees with famous black people pictures like this.
So
big.
the scale was off on the first
Josh.
run, but the first run was the run. So
That was it. We didn't have no money for no re-up, so we didn't sell any of that.
when
Went
you
to
guys,
New York.
When you guys saw him, what did Jay say though? Because I know he probably said something slick like, "Oh my god."
He was just like, oh no. So there was another time we started a company called Lone Star Raiment, which was all stuff about Texas, because we're from Texas and it's a Lone Star state. So it was all like shirts that were like pictures of Texas. And one of them said confident, not cocky. That was my idea. Another shirt company folded with 0 sales.
Oh no, so
I
many
be trying to
shirts.
tell people we have failed so much.
I've
man.
got a couple of failed business. Second Degree Entertainment. We were a songwriting company that wrote a song and a half that went nowhere.
How did y'all stop in the middle of the second song?
I don't know what happened to us. You know, I always be trying to bring people along, and the Lord said, stop. Every time I try to involve somebody else, I'm the common factor. But every time I try to involve somebody else, it just goes from sugar to you know what.
Second Degree Entertainment.
Because we all had masters. I was like, second degree. Boom. Let's do it.
Oh, hey,
That's actually a fire name, man. I was in college and my buddy and I, we started like a fake power washing company because like we would go in these mobile homes and we're like, yo, $20 a house. We can knock like 6 of them out in a day. It took us 5.5 hours to do one. Never did it again.
For $20?
Never did it again.
You
We
were
didn't even.
working for $4.
The power washer we got to was like $35 off Craigslist. We didn't even make the money back. I was just like, I'm never doing this again.
Angel did the quick math. Like you would have just done better working at In-N-Out.
100%. Well, then I started dividing it up hourly. I was just like, this doesn't even make minimum wage sense.
Oh,
this
no,
is
not at all.
$20 to steal.
Not at all.
The people watching you watch this like, this business is gonna fail, but today's a good
day for me. Oh Lord, I had a you know how people can wear their babies in a sling on their body?
Yeah.
It's called wrapped angels. I got tired of sewing after the second one. I said
You was doing them by hand?
I was sewing them with the sewing machine and cut. I was like, that's all right. I'll just make these for myself.
My third failed t-shirt line, Dream Chaser by Kev on Stage. Now get this. The C was a crescent moon. So when I posted it on Twitter, they was like, Kev, you Muslim now? I was like, oh. Because I had to stop. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's kind of look like.
Kev's getting a bunch of messages. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
I wonder if you can still see these shirts. I'm talking about. That's why I personally do not put my @ on there, because I had the Kev on, because I want people to know if if they got the Dream Chaser by Kev on State and it has my thing, they'll follow me. They won't. Nobody.
Wait a minute. How long ago was Dream Chase? That doesn't feel like
that
too
was
long ago.
2000. I've been trying to get a Dreams line of clothing going for so long. That was when I first moved to LA, so 2013. Oh, I still got the video.
Oh my God.
Dream Chaser version.
Oh, yes.
Let me see what I was doing.
Me and my mother had a merchandise situation as well that failed, called Fit for a Queen. And we were not fit to keep that store open.
You called what now?
Fit for a Queen. We were buying stuff. I was buying a bunch of stuff from the alley, and then we would try to sell it at like festivals, like cultural festivals.
Uh-huh.
And so we even tried to do shoes. And if you didn't know, with shoes, you just have to buy the bulk of them. Like, so it's all different sizes. So we had a bunch of size 6s because everybody got big old fat feet. It was the worst. I wonder where all those clothes are.
So
Hopefully
first of all, Angel, this is even worse than I remember. I had a win a free Dream Chaser shirt contest that's now closed. Nobody even entered. I'm wearing the hoodie in the video. They were like,
let me see it.
they're like, no, okay, I'm supposed to.
Bro, you had a giveaway with no one who wanted it.
They were like,
you don't want the
they're
free.
like, keep it. Oh, so the chaser goes the other way.
You see?
Hold on, run it
The
back. I
chaser.
want to see the shimmy again.
We didn't get nobody wanted it. Huh? You see the crescent moon?
Yeah.
It's backwards.
It's not a C.
24,000?
Was that on the
Wow,
Playmakers?
24.
Nobody buy it.
Here's the rules in order to win. You must subscribe to Kev on Stage channel, which you probably do, otherwise you're more than likely
Looking like
You
JoJo.
look so much like Joe.
to the new My Take Show channel. Why? Because
You said,
I just thought the orders was coming in.
I mean, your name was so big on the shirt, Kevin. Your name was so big
I was so frustrated
at
with people.
Kev on stage.
It was loud.
So frustrated with people asking, did I go Muslim? I was like, why did anybody tell me in the design process that it looks like a Muslim shirt?
You guys are asking all these questions. You at least could have entered the swing. It's a free hoodie.
You
Nobody
should have been like, will that get you to buy a shirt if I did? Because if so,
You know what's your
Assalamu
address?
alaikum.
Just give me your address.
I am
Congratulations,
done with
you won.
Dream.
You won. Congratulations.
No more Dream merch.
no more dream. No,
No.
that's a dream, and you need to see it through, Kev.
No. Angel.
Dream
The
hats.
People have,
Let's do dream sunglasses. Come on.
people have and I really thought, okay, so now what I'm going to do? Because I looked at a color wheel, and I was like, oh, because the yellow was on the opposite side of that, like, light blue. Nobody cared that.
Oh, you thought it was hitting.
I was out of here. Because I was like, this is cool because everybody's chasing their dreams. And they were like, but not with that. We're not.
We're not chasing your dream. That's what we're saying.
It
Oh,
looks like Dream Dracer.
it just. Oh, Kevin. I just.
Como win, Jason.
Man, I had so many of them doggone shirts at the house.
You just have been in the merch game for way too
I
long.
bet.
You like to throw away money.
Well, at this time, I didn't have, like,
There wasn't disposable income.
I wasn't buying these.
Oh no, I didn't. Oh,
this
you were.
was,
Like Teespring type
Teespring,
situation.
I think this was Spreadshirt drop shipping. I didn't have no money to have it. But I still bought a lot for me personally. Like, I got to believe in myself. And it was just me from Spreadshirt. I ordered my Spreadshirt full price. I was like, this will show them. Then no.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Kevin, what? Why? Why? What made you say this? This is the thing.
I be dream chasing. I thought the people was gonna agree with me.
Don't you? Sometimes I want to ask God, why you give me so many ideas if ain't all of them gonna be successful? Just give me the good ones. Don't give me the ones that ain't gonna do right.
Oh my God.
But he be giving me the ones that was just between you and I, sis. That ain't nobody tell you to go do it. Ain't nobody tell you.
I've had so many things utter failures. Just complete failure.
Yeah.
I'm not relaunching it. Y'all not finna laugh at me again.
I bet
Muslim
you.
people gonna be like, man, we on it, man. I need to find my community.
You didn't have all these people. Now these people.
That's actually the crazy thing about that. I had 22,000 followers on my YouTube page, and that was just 5 years ago.
Look at you and your growth.
Like that, man. My agents sent me my numbers for this year. Y'all not gonna believe this. Hold on.
I think we will.
We will.
I
for
think
sure.
we're completely understanding.
And if anybody that might believe it, it's most likely within
Right.
our circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the last 365 days. Facebook, 307 million views.
Wow.
14 million engagements. Instagram, 152 million views, 19 million engagements. YouTube, 74 million views, 4 million engagements, 20 or 35 million views. YouTube is now my third highest platform.
YouTube is a hard one. You hear me?
It's hard to grow on YouTube. It's harder now because there's so much competition.
I know.
At the beginning, it was like the only place to place video. Remember when Facebook and Twitter and Instagram didn't even have video?
Yeah.
I would post links on my Facebook to watch my YouTube
Yeah,
video, and it would actually work.
Yeah.
If
Now
people
they're
retweeted
like
your link.
They're like,
People
don't
see a
you
link,
do
they're
it.
like, ugh.
Angel.
Oh.
Before we had a talk, she was posting links to her Twitter, and I was like,
Now I don't post to Twitter at all. That's what happened.
I'll shut the whole thing down,
Yeah.
Kev. You see what I do there?
There you go.
Stop.
Because you were like, don't post links. Because then nobody wants to see what they see on link. So I said, okay. We just won't post there at all. Only time I'm on Twitter is to do live tweeting during The Bachelor.
Oh, wow.
Kev,
And
they
I'm
said your
like-
Gary Owen has 134K?
The stage crew really pulled up for Gary Owens.
Stage crew always
Y'all,
pull up.
The best part was some people were like, man, I don't even like Gary, and I'm pulling up. And I was like, y'all don't like Gary? I want to talk about this. I got distracted because I went out of order.
I'm sorry, that was my fault. I just wanted
it wasn't
to
your
get to
fault.
Toby. And I was
No,
like,
because it was after Toby. Then I
Oh.
went to Lil Wayne. The Daily Mail tweeted this. Sasha Obama, 19, raps N-word as she lip syncs to profanity-filled song in viral TikTok. Let me see if I can find this TikTok. Because I'm telling you, I was so proud of her. I was like,
You don't even understand. I was like, how are people mad? Because a lot of people were like, ugh, the future of black women looks so bleak.
really?
Yes. I read that whole long article. And I was like, first of all, girl can dance.
Yeah,
Okay.
She was great. I was so happy. I was like, oh.
I mean, she was killing all them TikTok dances.
Here it is, Angel. Here we go. It's her and her homegirl. And she didn't make the Malia mistake. She got these black girls.
Yes, she do. And that was the other thing. I said,
got
look
them-
at you.
got
Look
them
at
black
you
girls
with your
going.
Black friends, black friends, with your black
All right, this
friends.
is the one.
I'm singing. But the only bad thing is that the song City Girls has some.
Oh, you dirty. You cut the audio and this ain't.
Yeah, that's not it.
I was like, that doesn't sound
Trick.
too
And I
familiar.
love the edits they did.
Ah, here it is.
They, boom, and then it.
And the fact that she listened to City Girls.
Go,
Why do they pronounce it like that?
City what?
Girls. They put a W before it. You never heard it? Listen how they pronounce girls. This is the TikTok in question.
All these niggas wanna fuck JT.
Hey.
Hellcat, this a SRT.
Hey.
Pull up G-Wax, he's 3. Make a 55, suck they teeth. He want a menage with a new body. Man, you niggas can't fuck with me, cause I
Sorry,
came from
guys.
the
Sorry.
bottom.
I forgot I had that much cussing in it.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you're safe, I, for one, if the Gary Owen thing came
I was
up
going to
after
say, what are the odds?
that was the good old algorithm. I, for one, was like, Angels.
That's what it gives me. That is it.
Good for her.
Angel. All the black people on my...
I was so excited when I saw with the nails and the little when she did the suck they teeth. I was like, girl, you better have swag.
I loved it.
You better have it.
I loved it. I was like, yes, be fully all my nieces who are her age, that is all they do is lip sync ratchetly to City Girls, Meg Thee Stallion.
Stop saying City Girls.
That's how they say it.
No,
City
that's
Girls,
her accent.
Flo Millie. Did I say Meg?
Yeah.
Cardi,
Mulatto.
Big Lotto. That's all they do. Regular black girl stuff is lip syncing to rap music.
And I love
and doing
You know why I loved it too? Is because we obviously hold excuse me, I had to burp. It was like I'm coming. So either you stop or I'm coming out in your word. We hold the Obamas in high regard. Especially their daughters. We know that they have been raised hopefully at the highest level of like, you know, education, care. They've had the best of the best, and we are happy about it. But to also know that they're also regular black girls, that is something to me that a young girl should be able to see out of someone who's had the best. It's just like, because I think a lot of times we put on this thing of, oh, if you've been to a great school and you've had both parents in your household, you have to be this pristine thing all the time. Yep. So when you have somebody who hasn't had that, they feel less than. But it's just like another girl that might be 15 that sees little Sasha can be like, oh, we got something in common. Stop calling them that. We got something in common. So I too could go to college. I don't have to be, you know.
And also what you are and how much money you make and what you like, the content you consume are unrelated. Yeah. People always try to make this correlation. Like if you hood, you listen to hood music, or you listen to, you know, you watch trash reality TV. Mel went to Spelman, got a degree in Spelman, works at Netflix, and loves trash reality TV. I mean, I don't know if you heard. Have you seen The Family Chantel?
No. Is it trash?
90 Day Fiance. Pedro and Chantel. They got a spin-off show. He hates her family. She hates his family. The families hate each other. They were like, we're giving y'all a show. Wow. This is premium trash reality. I mean, it is the best. Me and Melissa finished watching Married at First Sight, and Lifetime was like, before you go.
Right, we got something for you.
Something. I was like, let's give this a click. When I tell you, I was like, oh, they were fighting. Oh, wow. Her husband fought her brother at Thanksgiving. Her mom has a bad wig. It is great. Oh. It's terrible. And the Family Chantel is because he's English is second language. So he was always like, oh, you know, I'm Pedro and this is the Family Chantel. And I don't want to go to the house of the Family Chantel. So they called the show the Family Chantel. And it is like.
Wait a minute, what is he trying to say?
Chantel's family. But you know, in Spanish, they be flipping
the
Family de Chantel.
Thank you. I didn't know what these people look like.
Yeah, he's from the DR.
Oh, okay,
so he was like, this episode is great. He was like, you know, you're always mad at me. They were going to family therapy, and he was sitting by himself, and the family was together, and he was like, I feel like nobody has my back. You don't have my back. Look how you guys are sitting. And they were like, dang, this is right. This is crazy. Man, we're kind of wrong in their head. And he's like, that's why I want to bring my family to America. And they were like, you dirty dog. Because they had already accused him of marrying her only so he can get the citizenship. And he was like, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Citizenship is important to me. And they were like, you agree? And he was like, And also my mom. And then it went to his mom and they were like, Mom, why do you want to come to America so bad? She was like, I want to go to the mall.
It's the little things. It's the little things. She's like, I want to go to the mall.
But anyway, back to being black. The pumpkin pie thing with me, I love that people be like, you ain't black, you ain't black. Black people they span the gamut of interests. Yes. The amount of black people who are interested in cosplay and anime.
It's not a monolithic experience.
Right. Like Zay Zay and them, they don't really listen to music, period. Right? One summer, they went down and stayed with Nick's family. They spent a couple weeks in Atlanta, came back. Dad, have you heard of 21 Savage? I was like, sure have, son. They were like 17, 38, rapping all this Migos stuff. I was like,
you're like, I love it.
Because you know your cousins put you on to the music.
Yeah.
You need your older cousins to tell you this is what we need to be listening to.
Right.
Right? So that made me happy. Then they haven't been in a while, so now they don't be listening to. Joe don't listen to no music. Isaiah just only watches movies and wrestling and stuff. So, but also Melissa's not really into music like that either.
I don't be into music like that. But let me tell you what my son did that made me feel like I'm doing a great job as a black mom. He was like, so he's in a performing arts school, and so instead of PE, he has dance for PE. And he was like, Mom, you want to see my Thriller dance? And I was like, wait a minute, what you mean your Thriller dance? I was like, you mean Michael Joseph Jackson Thriller back in the 80s? He was like, yeah, perform the whole Thriller dance for me. I said.
He was here?
Yes.
He was here?
Yes, with the look back. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you just got that earring
Sorry.
gone.
Excuse me, I cursed. Sorry. I don't even know where it went. Anyway.
Check feet.
Is it down here? I'll find it later. Let me just take it off. Anyways, that was like I was like, when your daddy get home, you got to make sure you show him. And Big Marcus had forgot. And so they were on their way to bed. I said, little Marcus, show your daddy the dance.
You did that's the black mom number one. Do the little dance for your father before you go to bed.
Didn't even tell him what it was. He heard that music cut on, the doom, 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 doom. My husband was like, okay now, are we all learning it? We all gonna do it as a family. I was like, a family? He said, yeah. He was like, the entire time he was talking through the dance, so excited. I was like, the fact that his dance teacher is black is probably the reason why. She's in there, 5, 6, Michael Jackson, go.
You got Lil Marcus dancing, Amar singing. Here's the thing.
Oh,
he ain't never looked as cute as he did in this little Republican heart.
Oh, I know it. Best singing Republican out there.
I loved him.
It's so cute. They about to all learn the harmonies, and y'all gonna hear it. I can't even.
You should teach them.
No. Never.
What if they did that and gave him a deal?
I would still throw away their electronics.
Would you really?
Yep, I would throw it away. I'd be like, great on the deal. Throwing away your electronics for singing that terrible song.
Lil Marcus, when he shot that podcast with JoJo, I had never seen that little boy so excited.
I told you, he said, tell JoJo if he ever wants to do a collaboration, I'm down. And he was dancing. My son wants to be a YouTuber. That is what he wants. He wants to be, or a gamer. And I'm like, I'm here for it.
Ain't that crazy that our kids think of that as a job, and it legit is a job for them. It's
legit a job, and they've seen kids their age that are actually doing it full time. And I don't want to be the person to be like, no, because he could potentially be very successful at it.
He sure could.
When he takes over my vlogs, I'd be so happy. He did a whole funeral for his old tablet when he got his iPad.
Did he really?
He's like, let's do a moment of silence for this tablet. I was like, yes, you know how to build.
Tough.
He's happy to have a friend. My son is just like,
thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Come on, choir.
And if you threw a party.
Once you come in, I get
no,
scared.
don't you lie.
I do.
I can't wait till y'all.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
All I'm gonna say
the app
is
on my phone.
All I'm gonna say is I can't wait till you all get the app so that you all can see the content.
Look,
it's there.
It's KOS right next to Discord.
Oh my gosh!
It's in there, Joshy.
Send the beta, man.
I'll send the beta. I want to put some stuff in there first.
All right.
I was so happy this morning.
It's there.
I sent it to the Patreon, and I was just like,
"You guys
doing it, Kev."
It's exciting, and we still got to talk about it eventually. My subscription box might be coming with a 1-month subscription of KOS. You see that? You see that crossing? So yeah,
great.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to go because I still need to watch Married at First Sight.
You do.
Reunion special.
Yeah,
we are. Are we doing it live today? They're asking, but I didn't know.
We're doing it live today. It'll be around 6-ish. PST. So be awake.
You guys are going to be the beta testers. This is beta, like in the sense of just like our original community, and then it'll go live but dark. Meaning that I'm not going to promote that it's live, and you guys will be testing that version. There's nothing to look at here.
Is that called a soft launch?
Soft launch.
Soft launch.
Soft launch is probably better than beta. And also, we have all the people in beta. It will be too much going on. And I don't want y'all to pay for nothing that you can't really watch yet. So now that it's up, we actually have to start populating it with
content.
Some back catalog stuff. It's gonna be so great.
It is.
I was walking this morning and I was like, Kev, you're this close.
You this close.
The rough draft of the movie comes next week, Monday.
Brisha didn't even know we were doing a movie together. She said, "You're doing what?"
Tell Brisha we coming for Hollywood.
She's here for it.
Mm-hmm.
She's here for it.
I like Brisha.
So do I.
super
That's
talented.
my sissy.
Her episode of Sherman Showcase.
And she does singing and impersonations better than anybody I know.
Really?
She's so good at it.
Can she do YouTube videos?
She does mine. What you need her to do?
I want to be bringing her in stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, she didn't want to hook her. Angel want to hook her friends up.
No.
Nah, it's fine. I'll reach out on my own.
Okay, I was about to help you out. I was just.
Well, I don't. You don't
With,
be liking to help people
you
out.
want to talk all cash crazy to me.
I didn't talk cash crazy to you. You just
said
looked like you was excited to do it. You were like, maybe, and I was like, I don't need you.
It depends on the project. I'm just telling you, it has to be very specific. That's what I meant by maybe. It can't just be anything.
What can it be?
We'll figure out what that is.
Don't talk to me like a mom.
I swear, y'all. It'd be fun and games, but y'all got to pray for me, okay? Concerning this one.
All right, yo, we will see y'all tonight at 6. I actually got to go home and watch this.
Yeah, get on it.
It
What
was,
time is
woo! Lisa watched the reunion without me this morning. She
I
was
did
like,
too.
Kev, it's good.
You got to get in there.
You seen it?
Oh, yeah.
Marcus, too?
No. He at work. They be forgetting my husband
I
got a
be
regular job.
forgetting.
Y'all be like, they be like, can we shoot it at 12:30? No. Let's make it 2:00 on a Tuesday. Can we do that?
I do be forgetting.
I'll be like, he has a regular job, everyone. But anyway.
Jay Friedgen says, why can't Lisa let you have the Maserati? Y'all, if y'all thought that was going to be my car, it is mine, but Melissa going to take it.
Yeah.
So,
She
all right, I
deserves
love
it.
y'all. We'll see you 6 p.m.
Bye.
Here's the